Ready?
If you don't expect to go to your left, you look to your right, mate.
Hey, what's up guys, marc-e-b here. Welcome to another on-the-road version of marc-e-b's Gaming Sea. I'm here at the Birmingham NEC. I've travelled 4 hours up from down south to go to what is meant to be one of the biggest gaming events in the UK, EGX. The queue's starting to get really big, so we're gonna jump in line and get it started, guys.
We bring to you the most iconic gaming development, for me, of the last 50 years. So which gamer, honestly, has not sat at home at one stage in their life and thought, you know what? Actually, all gamers have sat at home and thought this. They thought, I love this game, I really do. But this game would be so much better if I could smell it. We've all thought that. So the guy at the back went, yeah, that's exactly what I've been thinking.
Okay guys, so I'm here with my good man Luke, representative of the nozzulous Rift. You may have heard about this online. The weird virtual fart smelly device. Why is this around? What is this about?
It's a good question. Why are so many things around? There's a great saying that if you can think it, it probably exists. Well, I never thought of this, and it does exist, so really I don't know what's real and what's not real anymore. But basically, we wanted to do homage, and obviously they wanted to find something unique and something that worthwhile, ties in well with South Park. So Nozzulous Rift was born. It's about experiencing a game from the navel cavity, experiencing a game and the flatulence of this game in full force. And who knows, maybe this is the start of the future of gaming. Maybe we need to smell more games.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone, were they kind of connected to this at all? Were they involved at all with its kind of development?
They gave it their kind of, they put their name to it, they kind of were involved in watching it, but they were far more involved with the game. Like, this was a very separate entity, done with Ubisoft and a couple of other designers. They hired in a very well-known perfumery company, and they helped design the scent that you unfortunately smell. But yeah, no, Matt and Trey are obviously you know, the legends that have created this wonderful series. I think Ubisoft are just looking for things that pays homage, really delivers that kind of tongue-in-cheek humour that have become so synonymous with the South Park name.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. And we know that this has been doing the tours. It was at E3, it was at Gamescom, and now it's here at EGX. Is there any plan? Is this a retail product, or is this just a marketing stunt effectively for the game?
It's a very interesting question, and it's not one I know the answer to. All I can say is, at the current moment in time, it is not designed to be released to the public, but potentially this is the anchorman of gaming. Maybe that the cult following is so strong and the demand so strong by gamers that we have to see this.
I think there's going to be about 50 Kickstarters going up, all with these
100%.
kinds of sensory things. I know you've got sick bags here. People have been sick playing this.
Yes, we're very proud of our sick ratio. 2 for 2 actually in both days. So we've had a couple of very close ones today, but at the moment, no. I'm really hoping we'll finally lock that third down by the end of the day. But yeah.
Well, if I jump in this queue, I may be your lucky number 3. So, Luke, thank you very much for taking the time to speak about this.
Pleasure, mate. Best of luck.
Yeah, you're not going to get this in retail, guys, so I think I'd best get myself in line to try it out.
Right. That makes sense. And the Xbox,
If you like it, Greenman Gaming doing a $7.99 thing this week. Right, come over here. No. No. Get in there. Oh my god. Yeah, get in. Get in here.
Okay guys, so I'm here with Dan. Now, I've seen this game, I'm sure you all know what it's about, but I'm going to have a quick chat with him. To our viewers who may not know exactly what Gang Beasts is all about, give us a little breakdown.
Right, Gang Beasts is a physics-based game where you get to punch your mates. That's pretty much it, really. I mean, it's all physics-based, so makes people laugh a lot. It's yeah, it's been here for the past 4 years. It seems to be very, very popular with people, which is ace. Absolutely.
I mean, you can hear behind me, just everyone has such a fun time with this game, and just watching the gameplay as well is absolutely excellent. What types of modes does this game have? Because, I mean, you have kind of standard arena, I guess, but then you've got some kind of quirky levels here going on.
Yeah, basically with all the levels, we're hoping to have an area where you can eliminate your friends and stuff, so quirky arenas and stuff like that, where there's lots of stuff going on, and you can climb lots of stuff, break lots of stuff, because obviously it's all physics-based, so the more stuff you can do in the environments, the better.
So how does the character get controlled? Is it the stick controls, say, the arms, and then the buttons do the legs, or something like that?
Yeah, so basically it's all limb dependent. So tap L1, you'll punch with your left hand. Tap R1, you'll punch with the right one. Same with hold them down, you grab. So basically you can traverse the entire levels, you can climb, you can do everything. I mean, a lot of the stuff in the environments is destroyable as well, so you can win lots of ways, basically. So, yeah.
Wicked. And this is currently running on PC. Is there a console version for this at all coming out? Or
we're looking at a December launch on the PS4. And then, yeah, so hopefully.
PS4 exclusive, or just you're going to port it to that console first and then maybe work your way over to Xbox?
All I can tell you is definitely on the PS4 in December, and then watch this space.
Wicked. Okay, Dan, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me. I'm going to have a little go in a bit. That's Gang Beasts for you guys.
Okay. You don't have to worry about too many.
So I'm here with Holly, a representative of Team 17. Now, I didn't even realise these guys were still going. They are. We've just played this game. It's absolutely awesome. Overcooked. Holly, tell me a bit about what we've got on here.
Okay, so I work at Team 17. I'm assistant producer at Team 17. So this is Overcooked. It's developed by a team called Ghost Town Games, and we're publishing the game. It's a cooperative cooking game where you have to work together to prepare different dishes.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally just come off from playing this with my friend, and it's got that weird kind of frantic, addictive gameplay to it. I mean, you saw us playing the first level and we were just god-awful, and then you kind of get into the rhythm, bit of communication needed, but how kind of deep does the gameplay go in here? I think you mentioned it goes to four chefs you can have on one screen?
So you can have 1 to 4 players. There's 30 levels in the game, and there's loads of different recipes that you have as you play through the game.
Awesome. And what kind of dynamic do you have going on in regards to how you have 2 players playing and then you might have 4 players playing? Does the difficulty kind of ramp up as you get 4 players, or does it become easier to kind of do the later levels there?
So as we were developing the game, we thought we didn't want to make it more difficult for people if you added more players. So there's actually different score boundaries depending on the number of players that are in the game.
Awesome. And this is available at the moment. It's on the Xbox Store and PSN Network?
Yes, so it released on August 3rd to Steam, Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Wicked. Holly, thank you so much for showing us this game. Guys, honestly, I can't rave about this enough. Really good fun. I'm genuinely going to go home and purchase it, like today. Get online play. Sort online play out though, because that would make it awesome. Thank you.
Cheers.
So I am here with Jim from Massive Monster.
That's right.
We've just played a new development title that they've been working on, Never Give Up. You're one of the programmers on this game?
I'm the artist on Never Give Up, yeah,
okay.
and we got one programmer, Jay, so yeah.
Yeah, Jay, come in and give him a wave.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Right, so tell us a bit about this game, like what we got here.
So, Never Give Up, it's kind of a skill-based platformer, kind of like Super Meat Boy kind of thing. The unique thing about this is it's basically we have iterative level design. So you play the same level, but every time you complete it, it gets harder and harder each time. So by the end it's like really hard, but you've kind of like learned the level through repetition, so you kind of build up that muscle memory. So by the end you can kind of do crazy stuff that you wouldn't have been able to do like from the very start, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. When we started playing it, it starts very simple. You know, you do lull us into a false sense of security, and it feels like it might be kind of one of those more childy platformer style games. But by the end, I said, you know, this will have Super Meat Boy levels of stress to this kind of game. So, what's the way that the levels are designed? So we've got room like 1 to 7, so you effectively have 7 versions of the same level, and then you move on to a next one?
Yeah, so basically the game has 6 different worlds, and each world has like 5 or 6 different level sets, and so each level set has maybe 7, 8, 9. Some of the later levels have longer, but like iterations of that level.
Yeah.
So this demo we're showing today is one level set, and so we're probably going to have at least 40 or 50 of those in the final game. And then we've also got like boss fights as well, so there's different boss fights, and there's like cutscenes which tell a story, so there's a whole story that goes through the game.
Okay, so this is going to have a story to it then, effectively.
Yeah,
the little blue stick man.
Indeed.
You feel for him, do you?
And with that interview went my camera battery life. Jim, I'm so sorry to have cut you off there. What Jim went on to explain was that yes, Never Give Up definitely has a storyline with it. There's little cutscenes which chop in between each level and each world, so there'll definitely be something there with a bit of meat on it that you can follow towards the end game. And also they wanted to make a point that there is a level editor, which I think would be really, really interesting. Not sure how the dynamics would work on that in terms of whether you create the level and then it auto-populates it with little traps and stuff, or whether you can just make, you know, 6 or 7 different versions of that same level. But really interested to see what happens with that. Thank you guys for giving me the time to interview there, and apologies that you know, my poor camera managing skills were not up to par. Never Give Up, it's greenlit at the moment on Steam, so please do go and check it out. It looks really, really cool. It's also going to be coming to PS4, I think, in November, or potentially by the end of the year, hopefully. And then we'll see where it kind of works on from there. But that was the EGX show for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did.